Hey, friends and family. Just days ago, I want to say it was like over a week ago, maybe longer, but I'll just stick with days ago. I was talking to some people about this man who passed away on a plane. He was a 63-year-old German man, was seen aboarding the Airbus A380 in Bangkok shortly before midnight, visibly sick with cold sweats. Wait for this. And breathing much too quickly. So that flight, there's a lot of problems with what's going on here because anyways, moments after, okay, let's see, at first, his wife claimed that they had to rush to catch the flight, which is why he wasn't feeling well. But after watching the man for a few minutes, Miss Felder, who is a nursing specialist at the University Hospital in Zurich, said she informed the flight attendant that he needed to be examined by a doctor. Y'all, they gave him chamomile tea, but he had already spit blood into the bag that his wife held out for him. Soon, blood started spilling out the man's mouth and nose. Now, this is the concerning part. There's a picture, which it's just a bunch of seats with people on it, but for about a half hour after, flight attendants tried to perform CPR on the man because he did pass on the plane. Do y'all know that everyone else's flights got redirected? Like they all got on different flights to wherever they were all going. Doesn't say anybody was quarantined, nothing. So they headed back to Thailand, by the way. Yep. Let's see. Although immediate and comprehensive first aid measures were taken by the crew and the doctor on board, the passenger passed during the flight. Our thoughts are with the relatives of the deceased passenger. We also regret the inconvenience caused to the passengers of this flight. Flight data shows it left Bangkok at 11:50 p.m. Thursday and landed back in Thailand at 8:28 Friday. This was days ago, like I said. But I don't believe this was just this past Thursday and Friday. I believe it was the one before that. But I could be wrong. Let's see. Before they were finally booked on another flight to Germany with a stopover in Hong Kong. Okay, so what I'm about to get to, I want y'all to really, really listen to, because this is not about this, although I've been watching this. In Oregon, we have confirmed case of the plague, the bubonic plague, from a cat. The person got it from their own cat. Okay, so the plague is known best by the monikers of the Black Plague or the Black Death for the devastation the disease caused across medieval Europe as it spread through rats that had been infected by fleas. This cat, how did it get the bubonic plague and give it to its owner? Some kind of insect or parasite, like fleas, or something it got bit by from outside or that crawled in from outside. I have got so many emails that I emailed to myself. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to go to another article here. So the plague warning: bubonic plague is an infection disease which was once referred to the Black Death. Prairie dogs and other wild rodents in the area may be affected with the plague. So there's this, this is like from Oregon. Yeah. So I'm going to link all of the articles that I have, even if I don't read them, so everyone has a chance to read through whatever. There's things you can do for your pets to ensure or help them from getting into insects wanting to land on or biting your pets. Look into that. There's a lot of herbal remedies, but also keep your yard picked up and cleaned. Don't keep trash around. Don't do anything to get more bugs or more rodents in and around where your pets or your cattle or farm animals are. Do not let your pets sleep with you. A pet can get a tick and it can crawl off your pet during the night, and that tick can then get on you. I've had it happen. My husband's had it happen. Don't allow your pet to sleep with you. Okay, so Oregon's first case of the illness since 2015. So it's not like this hasn't been around before. However, I don't like some of the things that we're seeing. The plague can spread to human or animals through a bite from an infected flea or by coming in contact with an animal that has the illness, according to the health officials. The most common animals to carry the disease in Oregon are squirrels and chipmunks. So if you're living in Oregon, please be aware of this. If you're traveling in and out, or if you know that anyone who's been there, I don't know what to say. This is pretty concerning. But I wouldn't stress over it. Just do the best you can to keep safe. Again, I don't know what happened with the guy on the plane. But I do know that there has been labs that have been found by accident or on purpose where things have gotten out. Okay, so anyways, the cat unfortunately did pass of the result of the illness. So the cases of the plague are rare in the U.S. On average, there's about 7 cases of the human plague. Bubonic, septicemic, or pneumonic is reported each year, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And about 80% of them are from bubonic form of the disease. So humans typically start to see symptoms of the plague within 2 to 8 days of being exposed, including fever, nausea, weakness, chills, muscle aches, and visibly swollen lymph nodes called buboes. Buboes. B-U-B-O-E-S. Health officials are urging people to take caution to prevent contact with the plague. That includes keeping pets away from rodents and fleas. Protect yourself and pets with insect repellent and keeping rodents out of homes as much as possible. I wouldn't go buying any snakes or anything that eats mice right now. I'm just saying. And if you already have them, I would suggest getting some males and females and doing them yourself. Setting up a whole nother cage to let that happen. That way you know where your snake, reptile, or whatever else you have that eats mice. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that, guys. And I know how we all were against the whole face diaper thing, but I'm going to say again, same thing that TJ all reiterated a million times to everybody. It's still good to have some good boxes of your N95s or better, something better, because you just never know. Again, the first thing was probably a test run. I'll link, always go to the description of any video that I make about these kind of things, because I always cite my work. I learned from this from Grace Johnston, who learned it from, I believe, PNW. So she just kind of had a picture. So I had to go and do some research. And then I was asking her, do you remember the man on the plane? And she's like, yep. So, yeah. Just do your own research, and do your research on how to keep your pets and you and your family safe from these things. All right. But no fear, right? Right. So that's why we stay informed, so we don't have to have that fear. We can just get prepared and do the best we can, and the rest we leave to God. So on that note, I love you guys. Stay safe. Please do not stress. Just know and be prepared. All right. God bless and have a great night.